Good morning, Jacksonville. My name is James Bold, lead news anchor and reporter for First Coast Weather and News. For our first story this morning, we will be discussing an ongoing feud between the state government, a Native American tribe, and many residents within southern Florida. This story will bring us down south to Hillsborough County, home to the city of Tampa. Just to the northeast of the University of South Florida lies a place named Lettuce Lake Park, a place beloved by many residents in Tampa. Despite this, city planners and other local construction officials have been threatening to cut down much of the forest and foliage at the park, in order to make room for the ever-expanding suburban sprawl of Tampa. Tampa is Florida's third most populated city, only behind us here in Jacksonville, along with Miami. However, many residents of Tampa have argued that there is no need to trample a small park like this, especially considering that the park holds a prized possession to many local residents. In the center of the Lettuce Park playground, a massive orange tree stands tall. The tree often gives bountiful harvests of oranges to local residents, even in the winter months due to the moderate temperatures of the region. Legend has it the tree has been standing for hundreds of years, and stories of this tree have even been discovered to be part of Native American literature. Namely, literature from the Seminole tribe, one of the two federally recognized Native American tribes within the state of Florida. Organizers at the Seminole State of Florida office in Broward County have been trying to rally residents from all across the state to help protect this land. Peaceful protests are expected to be held this weekend in Tampa, along with Miami for residents who can't make the drive to Tampa. Both events are expected to last through most of the morning, on both Saturday and Sunday. We here at First Coast Weather and News are aware that our station is pretty far away from where this situation is taking place, but we still want to support our friends down in southern Florida. While there has been no confirmed date for the beginning of work on the park, many suspect that it will likely begin very soon, possibly within the next 1 to 2 weeks. We hope that the voices of both the residents and the voice of the native people are heard this weekend, and hopefully they will help sway the demolition of this beloved park. For our next story, a look into our spring forecast for the First Coast.
The following is an administrative message, which is being issued at the request of the Broward County Sheriff's Office. There is no emergency as of this time. This message is being broadcast at the request of local authorities in relation to an upcoming protest that is expected to begin shortly within Broward County, Florida. Please listen carefully to this message from the Sheriff of the Broward County Sheriff's Office.
Good morning, Broward. My name is Sheriff Derevo, here to discuss a protest being led by the Seminole Native American tribe in Hollywood, Florida. Before we get started with this announcement, we would like to say we stand in full solidarity with the Seminole tribe of Florida, along with local residents of the state in regards to the situation unfolding in Tampa. Despite Tampa not being our city, we believe that while urban expansion is necessary, places of rest, worship, and enjoyment of nature must remain for the spiritual and emotional health of the people that call these places home. Despite the intense emotions this situation may stir in some people, we must remain calm, cool, and collected. Becoming angry or violent will get us nowhere. Despite us being on the side of the protesters here, violence or riotous behavior will not go unpunished. Please remain civil today. So for the sake of the Seminole tribe and the people of Tampa, get out there on the streets and spread the word of our cause. Let's keep Florida beautiful. I hope to see you out there today. And remember, while we are fighting for a serious cause, we can still have fun with it. Thank you for your time. We hope to see you out there.
This has been an administrative message. Thank you for your time.
Hello everyone, my name is James Bold, lead news anchor and reporter for First Coast Weather and News. Today, we will be providing an update on a developing ordeal out of Tampa, Florida. As we discussed on this show early on Friday morning, the potential demolition of a beloved park in Tampa is becoming ever more looming. Despite two peaceful, and arguably very successful protests in both Miami and Tampa, The construction company Tampa Construction LLC seems to be holding firm on their stance. In a message issued from their social media page today, they say, and I quote, "While we have heard many of the grievances of South Floridian residents regarding the demolition of Lettuce Lake Park, our plans have not changed. Demolition of the park is expected to begin on March 23, starting with the clearing of trees in the area. On the afternoon of March 22, we will hold a meeting at the park to hear community opinion and suggestions for what to do with the land once construction begins. I have my own opinions on this, but before we get to that, we will hear from the head of environmental protection in Tampa who is calling into our station, Marco Viento. So Marco, how does the tweet from Tampa Construction LLC make you feel about the state of affairs regarding the park and actions of the company?"
Well, to put it frankly, James, it pisses me off. I know that they are not obligated to listen to us, but the turnout for the weekend protests were astonishing. 5,000 people showed up in Tampa, with thousands more showing up in Miami and Hollywood to show their support from afar.
It is a bit strange that their response came out to be so flat. But then again, it doesn't surprise me all too much. But Marco, do you think there is any chance to reverse their decision with the March 22 hearing?
It's very possible, but I admittedly doubt it. Holding a hearing for community grievances right before the demolition is due to take place comes off as a bit insincere, to say the least. I think they're doing it just to save face. But we'll have to see. I'll definitely be there.
Well, Marco, it was nice hearing from you today. Anything else you would like the public to know before you sign off?
Yes, James. I urge all residents in the state, whether it's right here in Tampa, up there in Jacksonville, or anywhere else across the Panhandle, if you believe in this cause and you have the means to, come support us. We need all the help we can get. Thank you for giving me a platform to spread the word, James.
It's no problem, Marco. We're always happy to support a worthy cause. We wish you the best of luck. Well, there you have it, folks. Marco Viento of the Environmental Protection Agency in Tampa. Thank you for tuning into our station today. We hope you have a good rest of your day.
Hello everyone, my name is Arthur Miller, head of Tampa Construction LLC. Today, I would like to give a short speech regarding our demolition and further construction projects on Lettuce Lake Park. We know there have been many dissenters to this project, but we thoroughly believe that this renovation to the area will help improve the lives of many Tampa residents. While we are still unsure what we will do with the land, one of our most popular ideas has been a new suburban expansion. This new community could allow for upwards of 20,000 new residents to join the Tampa community. Does anyone have any comments or concerns on this developmental idea?
Yeah, I do, Arthur. Demolishing this park and its beloved forest just to add more to the urban sprawl around the area would do much more harm than good. It would only serve to increase traffic flow in already congested areas and cause even more air pollution in the area.
Well, unfortunately, that's just the cause of forward progress in this day and age.
But it doesn't have to be that way. There's plenty of less populated areas you could be developing into. Why does it have to be right here in Tampa Bay?
Because truthfully, that's where the money is. Hillsborough County is rapidly expanding, and we're simply just helping the city capitalize on this increased flow of snowbirds from the north.
So that's what this is about, huh? Just money? That's all you care about? Just money? What about the people?
Sir, please remain calm. There's more to it than that, but at the end of the day, we're just a business with families to feed, just like you.
I don't buy that excuse. You're not taking this away from us.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do about it?
Come on then! If you're so confident, let's fight for it!
Alright, this has gone too far. Security!
This message is being broadcast at the request of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. A law enforcement warning has been issued for northeastern Tampa until further notice. Over the past 10 minutes, numerous reports have been called into the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office about a major altercation occurring within the Lettuce Lake Park in northeastern Tampa. The park is located along East Fletcher Avenue and Interstate 75. While the events leading up to this event are currently being disputed due to conflicting information, it is known that there have been a few minor injuries. It is believed that this event is related to a community hearing, which was being held by Tampa Construction LLC at the park. Their upcoming plans for demolition of Lettuce Lake Park has led to a lot of discourse within the Tampa community. It is likely that protesters got too riled up and decided to fight the hosts of the event. If you are in the area, the risk to your life is low. For the time being, avoid the park until an all-clear message is given. If your car is parked along the East Fletcher Avenue outside of the park, please move it as soon as possible to make room for law enforcement and EMT services. Thank you for your cooperation, it is greatly appreciated. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
You can't do this. I was just practicing my right to protest. For fuck's sake. What do I do now? I guess there's really only one thing I can do now. Please, Asintmah, hear my plea. The people of this city and our great state need you. We are in dire need of assistance. We are just trying to protect what is yours, but the greed of others is making this quite difficult. Please, hear my plea in this time of need. Asintmah? Is that you?
Your call for help has been heard. Please, what can I do for my child?
Alright, listen closely. There's a lot to explain.
This is an administrative message, which is being broadcast at the request of local authorities. There is no emergency as of this time, there is no need for panic. Despite this, please listen carefully to this message. Demolition is expected to begin shortly at Lettuce Lake Park in northeastern Tampa. Residents are being asked to remain away from the area between the hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Saturday. Even after these hours, the construction company leading the project, Tampa Construction LLC, is asking residents to remain out of the park due to possible hazards, such as fallen trees or splinters in the ground due to clearing of the forest. The park ground should be taped off before the deforestation process begins, so there should be no confusion as to what areas are blocked off. Trespassing onto this area during work hours is considered to be a misdemeanor offense, which could lead to a fine. Thank you for your cooperation, and thank you for your time. This message is being broadcast at the request of the National Weather Service office in Tampa Bay, Florida. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Hillsborough County, Florida, until 2:15 p.m. local time. At around 1:30 p.m. local time, a strong thunderstorm was located over the old Tampa Bay, or just to the southwest of Tampa International Airport. This storm is estimated to be moving northeast at around 55 miles per hour. National Weather Service radar and train weather spotters have indicated that this dangerous storm has the capability to produce wind gusts in excess of 80 miles per hour, and hail a half-inch in diameter. In addition to strong wind gusts and hail, near-continuous cloud-to-ground lightning has been reported with this storm. Locations impacted include, but are not limited to, Tampa International Airport, Tampa, Drews Park, Pinecrest West Park, Armenia Gardens Estates, and North Tampa. This is a particularly dangerous situation. If you are within the path of this storm, you are being urged to seek an indoor shelter if you have not found one already. When indoors, remain on the lowest floor of your place of refuge, and away from windows. Stay tuned to the National Weather Service and local news media for more information and future updates on this event. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Hillsborough County, Florida, until 2:15 p.m. local time.
Oh, wow. Man, what a beast of a storm. chance that those people may actually get their way after all, at least for today. Though, a little rain never hurt nobody. What the hell is that?
My child, this is not what you were meant to do on this earth.
What do you mean? Who the hell are you?
There's no time for chat. I must fulfill my mission.
Your mission? What are you talking about?
This message is being broadcast at the request of Tampa Fire Rescue in downtown Tampa, Florida. An industrial fire warning has been issued for the community of Forest Hills in Tampa, until further notice. At around 1:55 p.m. local time, a large explosion was reported at the junction of North Ashley Street and West 109th Avenue. The site of the explosion seems to be the business location of the Tampa Construction LLC. The cause of the explosion is believed to be due to a lightning strike hitting on or near the building, and the strike igniting one of the large gas canisters stored on the outside of the location. It is unknown if there was anyone inside at the time of the explosion, or if there were injuries in the immediate range. There have been reports of shattered windows due to the explosion within a few blocks of the incident. A large gas fire has developed at the site of the explosion, and Tampa Fire Rescue is currently working to put out the large blaze. In the meantime, you are being urged to avoid this area until an all-clear message is given. The fire is unlikely to spread far due to heavy rain that occurred during and just after the reported explosion. Due to the large plume of smoke from this fire, residents within a half-mile vicinity that have respiratory illnesses are being urged to either remain indoors or use facial coverings when venturing outdoors. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
It has been done, my child.
That's great. So what did you do? Did you convince them to stop the demolition process? Surely seeing a deity could help change someone's mind.
That man, he is no longer with us. He was dealt with promptly.
You killed him? Don't you think that was a little much?
I have no mercy in my heart for those who wish to harm my creations.
Okay, whatever. So this is over now, right?
Actually, my child, it is not. Progress has started before I arrived at the park you were discussing. One of the large trees of my people was taken down in the process. These humans must pay for their hubris.
Whoa. Just wait a second. I'm passionate about this too, but you dealt with the head honcho of the plan. There's no need to get all crazy about this.
Do not worry. You will be spared. Thank you for bringing this mistreatment to my attention. Humanity will pay, and nothing will change my mind. Goodbye, my child.
Oh, fuck. What have I done?
This message is being broadcast at the request of civil authorities within the Tampa Bay metropolitan area. A local area emergency has been issued for the Tampa Bay metropolitan area until further notice. Over the past few hours, strange, seemingly unnatural occurrences have been reported throughout the Tampa Bay area. Wildlife in the area have begun to act erratically, with seemingly no explanation as to why. Despite Tampa being a mostly urban area with little area for wildlife, a large amount of animals have been reported downtown, and in even higher densities on the outskirts of the metropolitan area. These animals do not seem to be actively targeting humans, though they may become hostile if startled. In addition to strange wildlife behavior, plant life has been acting out as well. Areas of heavy foliage, mainly in parks, small forests, and near the shoreline of Tampa Bay have begun to grow at an unnaturally exponential rate. Small weeds and grass have been observed to have been growing at a rapid rate. The epicenter of this event seems to be near Lettuce Lake Park, where massive tree roots have been seen causing large cracks in the concrete and the foundations of buildings. While these roots are unlikely to be a risk to the well-being of the people, they could potentially pose a risk to the integrity of buildings and roads, causing hazardous conditions. If you observe any of the previously listed occurrences, remain a safe distance away from it, and if you feel that you are in danger, contact your local law enforcement agency. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of the Florida Department of Environmental Health, in conjunction with law enforcement officials within the Tampa Bay metropolitan area. A civil danger warning has been issued for the Tampa Bay metropolitan area, until further notice. This message is being issued as an extension to the local area emergency message that was issued 3 hours ago. The rapidly expanding foliage, namely what seem to be sentient roots, has seemed to take on a hostile behavior. There have been reports of roots breaking out of the Earth's crust, wrapping around people's ankles, and dragging them along the ground. These roots have seemed to almost take on a life of their own, and seem to be hunting humans indiscriminately. As of now, this situation is confined to a relatively small area, impacting around a quarter-mile out from Lettuce Lake Park in all directions. Despite this message is being aired to the entirety of the metropolitan area in case the situation develops into something larger. If you are not near Lettuce Lake Park, there is no risk to your well-being. If you must travel through the previously mentioned area, it is suggested that you carry some type of sharp object with you, such as a large knife. This is in order to protect yourself against these roots. If these seemingly sentient roots attempted to get a hold of you, try to flee the area immediately. If needed, use a sharp object to cut them apart. The Florida Department of Environmental Health is currently consulting with local authorities to try and get to the root why this is occurring, and working to find potential solutions. In the meantime, remain away from Lettuce Lake Park and any areas where you see rapidly spreading roots. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of government officials within the state of Florida. This is an emergency update, which is being issued in regards to a situation that has been rapidly unfolding in the Tampa Bay area. Please stand by for more information. The situation in the Tampa Bay area has worsened significantly overnight. Many roads have now become unusable due to cracks and fractures forming due to rapid root growth. The Florida Department of Transportation plans to block off incoming routes to the Tampa Bay area within the next 3 days if the situation does not improve. There have been an estimated 10 fatalities due to the ongoing situation in Tampa Bay, mainly from automobile accidents. Extreme foliage growth and roots have spread around 1 mile out in all directions from Lettuce Lake Park. Many tall buildings have become ensnared in roots and vines, having their windows broken, and major cracks into their foundations. All residents within the Tampa Bay area are being urged to carry sharp objects with them if they must go out in public in order to protect themselves from the advancing plant life. The situation in Tampa is growing more dire by the area, but state authorities are hard at work to try and find a cause behind this event, and a potential solution. Until then, do what you must to remain safe. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, in conjunction with civil authorities within the Tampa Bay area. A biological hazard warning has been declared for the Tampa Bay metropolitan area until further notice. A strange development in the ongoing nature expansion in Tampa has begun to affect the city throughout the day. Large trees have been spotted forming on some of the tallest buildings in downtown Tampa. This includes the buildings of, but are not limited to, 100 North Tampa, 1 Tampa City Center, and the Bank of America Financial Center. The trees have been emitting a thick, yellow pollen. Clumps of it have been observed to be visible to the naked eye. Residents within the Tampa area have begun to exhibit extreme cases of exhaustion, fatigue, and general weakness. Those with severe allergies are being strongly urged to remain indoors. Even those without a known history of allergies are being urged to take precautions when going outdoors. Wearing some sort of facial mask or covering when venturing outdoors. While this pollen may not cause an imminent risk to your life, it is possible that it could cause injury or death when combined with certain activities, such as driving. City officials are currently en route to where these trees are rooted, and trying to cut them down to hopefully kill them off. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of civil authorities within the Tampa Bay metropolitan area. A shelter-in-place order has been issued for the city of Tampa, active immediately and until further notice. The situation regarding rapidly expanding plant life in the city, between the large amounts of pollen and seemingly hostile plant life, continuing onward with normal life has become basically impossible. The state is currently working to ship in large amounts of weed killer and other chemicals to prevent the growth of new plant life. Residents are being urged to remain indoors for at least the entire day tomorrow, and the order may be lifted if conditions improve after the state's cleaning efforts. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. A civil danger warning has been issued for the Tampa Bay metropolitan area, active until further notice. Throughout the overnight hours, there have been multiple large-scale building collapses throughout the city of Tampa. These seem to have two primary causes, one being the formation of sinkholes. It is believed these sinkholes have formed due to large roots causing the soil to become unstable and opening up areas that were already open in the ground. The second cause seems to be massive roots and vines penetrating into the concrete and other foundational materials of a building being shattered. Residents that are remaining inside buildings should be aware of the potential signs of a sinkhole forming or structural weakness. Listen for creaking, shaking, or rumbling sounds. Hundreds of people have already gone missing overnight. Do not become one of them. One of the most notable buildings to collapse has been the 1 Tampa City Center, directly in downtown Tampa. It is estimated that hundreds have died due to this collapse, and many buildings around the collapse site received significant damage. This is an extremely dangerous situation. If you believe your building, or a large building next to where you are is at risk of collapsing, evacuate the area immediately, and contact local law enforcement agencies in case rescue efforts are required. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of the Florida Department of Transportation. An immediate evacuation order has been issued for the entire Tampa Bay metropolitan area. An estimated 60% of the city of Tampa is believed to be structurally compromised due to a situation which has been given the name of nature's reclamation. Local authorities fear it may be too late to save the city, and are urging residents to flee the city immediately. Only bring what is absolutely needed with you. Ensure to bring any important personal belongings, medications, important family items, and documents with you when you leave, as your home may not be standing in the coming days. The best route is likely to flee on foot or bike, as many roads have become completely compromised and are unable to be maneuvered by car. Local authorities are holding evacuations by boat along much of Tampa Bay for residents that live near or along Hillsborough Bay. Local authorities estimate that the entire city will be compromised by the beginning of April. No countermeasures to nature's fury have proven to be effective. This message will repeat every hour until new information is available, if there is any. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event. This message is being broadcast at the request of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. A 911 telephone outage emergency is currently underway for much of the Tampa Bay metropolitan area. Due to a combination of structural damage caused by nature's reclamation, along with an overwhelming call volume, emergency service numbers have been rendered almost completely unusable. Some calls may be able to get through, but it is unlikely if you use the 911 number. If you absolutely need help, call your local office directly at the number listed on their website. Please only call if your life is in dire danger, as the staff of local offices is already being stretched thin due to ongoing events in the area. Thank you for your cooperation. It has and continues to be greatly appreciated. Stay tuned to local news media for more information and future updates on this event.
This message is being broadcast at the request of civil authorities within Hillsborough County, Florida. A fire warning has been issued for the city of Tampa, active immediately and until further notice. The Hillsborough County Fire Department, along with numerous civil reports, have confirmed that multiple large fires have broken out throughout downtown Tampa. Due to unstable road conditions, fire department resources will likely not be able to extinguish these fires. It is likely that these fires will consume a large majority of the city within the coming 24 hours. The source of these fires is unknown as of this time. However, it was likely sparked due to downed telephone lines in the city. Due to overgrown foliage, high temperatures, and strong winds, conditions are incredibly conducive for the development of large-scale fires. If you have not evacuated Tampa yet,
Humanity has abused this planet for far too long. The time has come for you to pay for your greed. One city is a small price to pay. Consider this a favor that I did not torch your land further. I hope this is a lesson learned to you all. Now, behave yourselves, or there will be no world left for you to live on.